So Alec, I was just going back looking over some of your swings and wanted to look at this as you are doing some yoga, doing some weightlifting. Think about controlling the body a little bit, but I thought it was very interesting looking at your swing. So if we just look at your stride, I'm looking at, okay, so this point right in here, okay, as we finish the load. In other words, we reach our maximum stretch and we're ready to stop and change direction. So right there, okay, that's your maximum stretch. Now you're at the point where you're ready to change direction. So everything's good, 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 and I'm ready to change direction. Okay, if you'll notice right here, at that point, your foot's not quite on the ground. Okay, so that tells us we still got weight back here when the upper body is reaching its maximum stretch. So we need to do a little better job tightening that up. Okay, get those more in sync so that when I'm ready to change direction, we're there. Okay, so now we see the foot's getting down. Okay, now I'm ready to change direction. But this is the point that really hit home to me when I noticed this. Okay, so if we draw that line and say we're going to change direction. Okay, so we've gotten to that point. We're low. Yes, 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 and boom, I'm ready to fire the hips through. Okay, and watch what happens at this point. We leak. Okay, 3 or 4 inches we leak forward, even though we're getting some rotation there. And it's interesting, we look at this pitch going by us. So look when we get to the point where we should be making contact. And if we look at, let's say this point, so right above our foot, okay, that's where we want to be making contact with the ball. Okay, so imagine if we didn't leak forward and you see the ball going by. Look at the gap between where we should be and the ball, and look at the gap between the line and the front of your leg. Okay, and there's the difference. Okay, so in other words, that same exact pitch, if we stop ourselves right at that point and we're able to clear the hips there instead of leaking, okay, we're making contact exactly where we want to make contact, but we're losing it right there. We leak. Okay, so it's again getting the weight transferred from back to front, and again, you're only off 3 to 4 inches. Okay, we need to be all the way there, allowing that front hip to go ahead and rip open right there. Okay, if we allow the front hip to rip at that point just before landing, all of a sudden we're much tighter rotating the hips. The other thing I wanted to point out, okay, the ball's already passed there. Okay, watch what your hips do at this point. So if we just focus on this, watch this. Boom. Look how much more rotation there is in the hips that we're not getting because that front foot's completely blocked off, okay, because we didn't open the hip initially early enough. And we see, wow, look at all that extra hip rotation. All that's power, okay? That extra little right there, that's power left in the tank. How do we get that lower half at that point? And that's what we're trying to do. Okay? So again, it goes back to the timing of this movement. Yes, 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 and rip right there. That's what's going to pull the bat to there. But we just want to try to get that out of it. If we get there at the point our bat's there, okay, now you're just absolutely crushing baseballs. Does that make sense? Hopefully so. If you have questions, let me know. But yeah, just even simple yoga moves, dude. Anything you can do to work on moving your body, controlling your body, getting to a point where you're changing directions with the hips. Because again, you know, you're big and strong enough, all the pieces, all the parts are there. It's just a matter of syncing everything up. All right? Hope that helps, man. Talk to you soon.